Oh, welcome to page 100. I know somebody noticed it. All right. 179. It's May 11th, 2020. My marker got a little smudged, so my apologies to you. All right. And it's the day after Mother's Day, although I am actually videotaping this on Mother's Day very early. Okay, so the first word is the word budge. What's the word? Well done. Budge, okay, which is to move or to shift around or to reposition something. So, for example, I tried to budge that huge boulder, but it wouldn't move. It just wouldn't budge. All right. Sometimes you feel like a real couch potato and you want to watch TV all day and you don't want to budge from there. You don't want to move or shift around or reposition yourself. Okay. You just kind of melt with the couch. Budge. Let's go. B-U-D-G. Budge. So let's go. B-U-D-G. Budge. How do we mark this up? Excellent. Underline the G. All right. So now, skip down to number 3. It's the word sign. What's the word? Excellent. Sign. So that's an object with information on it, like a stop sign, okay, a for sale sign, a one-way sign. Also, deaf people, there's another way to use it. Deaf people, because they can't hear, they have to speak with their hands, and that is sign language, all right? When you write your name in script on something, you sign your name. And when someone gives you like a thumbs up, that's a sign or a signal that you did a good job. Sign. Let's go. S-I-N. Sign. So let's go. S-I-N. Yes, and I did say number 3. How do we mark this up? Great. Underline the N. The I can say I when it's followed by 2 consonants. We haven't done that for a while. That is rule 9. And we can use it more than one way. Fantastic. It is a homograph. Okay? And I expect you to compose sentences with each of those definitions. That is clearly understood. Now, let's go down to number 4. When you sign your name, that's called your what? Great. Signature. Okay? Signature comes from the word sign, and signature like an autograph. All right? Let's go. Signature. Signature. So let's go. Sorry about that mispronunciation. Nature. Signature. Okay, so that's like your autograph, your John Hancock, as they say. And the reason they call that your John Hancock is because when the Declaration of Independence was signed, John Hancock's name was the most visible. It was the largest signature. Okay, so three things to mark up. Let's go. Great. Third sound, underline the U and the silent E twice. Draw an arrow back. You got it. Okay, so now when someone is waving you on, they're going like this. Come here, come here, come here, right? Or they give you a thumbs up. Or you have a red light, a yellow light, and a green light. That's called a signal. Or someone will go like this. Like Lefty. Hey, bud, come here. Or he'll take his head and he'll nod it to the side. Okay, so signal. Let's go. He gives you a signal. 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 First syllable, sig. Second syllable, now. Okay, so again, a traffic light. Tears are a signal that you might be sad or you might be happy. And again, they're giving you an indication. They're telling you to do something. Come here, right? And also, it's like a cue. Okay, when you nod your head, right? When you nod your head up, it's like, okay, let's go, or it's a yes. So, what do we do with these 3 words? Triple bracket, or brace. Brace, I'm sorry. So, the next word, number 5, is the old spelling word, space. What's the word? Excellent. So, space means when you have enough room, when you have room. Okay, capacity, right? How much can something take? How much does that space hold? All right. Now that's 1. Now also, when you separate things or things are separate, there's space in between. And the second way that you could use this is like outer space, beyond Earth, space. Let's go. Silent E, space. Like leave space in between your words. Space. Separate, right? How do we mark this up? Underline the A, the C, and the silent E twice. Draw an arrow back. Why? You got it. But I also see a rule here. That is rule 2. Soft C, when followed by Y, I, or E. Now, we could use it more than one way. Yes. It's a hummel. All right? Now, this is very, very important. Going back to when we're talking about room, okay, when things have space in between them, when they're separated. We consider that to be spacious. And notice that it ends with a C. Spacious. So it literally means full of space, O-U-S, right? When things are wide open. When they're vast, like in Kidogo, right? He lived in the vast plains of Africa. It could be roomy. So if you've ever seen a mansion, a castle, a stadium, even a hotel room, it might be spacious. Think of land. The plains were vast. They were spacious. There was not a lot around it. Okay, a farmland in a rural area is very spacious. Okay, so let's go. Spacious. Spacious. Again, it ends with a C. So let's go. Spacious. Spacious. Okay, so how do we mark this up? Great. Underline the A, the sh, and the fourth sound. The A can say A at the end of a syllable. That is rule 4. Technically, it is not soft C because it becomes that sh that starts with a short letter. So what do we do with these two words? Great. Brace. All right, so let's go. Oh, I'm sorry. And there's one more rule. We drop the silent E. That is rule 13. Okay? So let's go back up to the top. Let's go. B-a-j. Budge. Signal. Signal. Sign. Signature. Signature. Space. Silent E. Space. Spacious. Spacious. So the next word is the word situate. What's the word? Yes, situate. I know it sounds like another one. We'll get to that. Situate means to put something somewhere, to place it, to set it, to position it, or to station it. So, for example, I'm going to situate my keys in between my ruler and this marker. It's situated in the center. You can't see the ruler. There we go. Okay, and this ruler is really cool. Just to show you real quickly, it's got a magnifying glass built into it to help you read. Okay? Anyway, so situate. Let's go. Situate. Situate. So let's go. Situate. Situate. Right, so we have 3 things. Let's go. Underline the U, the A, and the silent E twice. Draw an arrow back. You know the rest. The U can say U. Right. Rule 4. Okay? Now, of course, we know the word situate sounds very similar to the word situation, and that's where it comes from, okay? So, situation, it's basically what's going on, what's happening, what are the circumstances, what's the predicament, situation. Sometimes when you're in a tough situation, you're not sure you're in a pickle, okay? So, situation, let's go. Situation. Situation, and again, notice that there's a T at the end. Yes, I know technically there's a silent E. Situation. Let's go. Situation. Situation. Okay? We find ourselves in many different situations at times. Let's go. Underline the U, the A, and the sh. Right? We got rule 4. We have rule 4 for both of these. And again, notice we drop the silent E. That is rule 13. Okay? What do we do with these 2 words? Brace. The next word is the word original. What's the word? Great, original. Okay, which means that it's unique, it's special. It's the first or it's the earliest. So, for example, the Wright brothers were the original creators of the successful airplane. All right, it all started with them. Just to give you a little bit of information, believe it or not, Jackie Robinson was not actually the original first black, black ball player, African American. It was actually Moses Walker back in 1884. And once they threw him out of the major leagues, he actually played in the major leagues. That's when the color line was drawn. Jackie Robinson was the first to cross that color line, that break that color barrier, and that's why he is obviously more well known, okay? And because he did actually break the color line. Technically, before that, there was no color line in baseball back in the 1880s, but after Moses Walker, the teams got together and the owners got to, they didn't want to have anything to do with him. And they made it a rule that no African Americans would play baseball in the major leagues. That is until Jackie Robinson, and he was the first. So they both get credit. Okay, original. Okay, let's go. Original. Original. Let's go. Original. Okay, so how do we mark this up? Great. Underline the or. I see a rule here. Yes, rule 3. Soft G sometimes when followed by Y, I, or E. And when you're the first, when you're at the beginning, when you're at the start, that's called an origin. Now, some people say origin, some people say origin. Either way is acceptable. Just be very, very consistent with what you do. Origin or origin. Okay, like for example, every culture has some sort of origin of the universe, right? We have myths, we have the Bible, we have science, many superheroes, right? They have unusual origins, the way they began. Okay, so again, how things begin or how they began, that's the origin of human beings. Origin, let's go. I say it origin, it's up to you. Some people say origin. Origin. Let's go. Origin. If you say origin, underline the R. If you don't, put a little one over the O. And again, I see a rule here. That's rule 3. And another great synonym for origin is Genesis. It is a book in the Bible, but Genesis also means the beginning. Okay, the origin. So the last couple of words are very, very interesting to me too, because we often talk about these important things, and by that I mean it's an important quality, and a quality is a feature. I don't know who's calling right now, but that's interfering with what we're doing. Okay, I'm going to ignore that. So the quality is like a feature, a texture, a characteristic, or a trait. Okay, like the quality, it could be smooth, it could be rough, it could be the size, it could be the color. Okay, but a quality is like a very high product. Like when we say we have high quality goods at the supermarket, when the items that they sell. And a quality can be a feature, a virtue. For example, there are many students in our class who have the quality of valuing their education. They cherish it because they know how important it is. Quality, let's go. Quality. So we use A-R. Let's go. Quality. Okay, so how do we mark it? We have 2 things to mark up. Let's go. Great. Underline the Q, third sound. And when you have that Q, that ah sound is usually the A-ah. So Q and U stick like glue. That's right. That is rule 1. Now, when we change when we say qualities, we change the Y to an I and add ES. And the reason we do that is because there's a consonant before the Y. If it were a vowel, we don't change it. So just say qualities and write it. Qualities. There are many great qualities that Leonardo da Vinci had. Qualities. Okay, so we change the Y to an I and add ES. We still have the Q and U, that's rule 1, but when we change the Y to an I, that is rule 15. And what do we do with these 2 words? Brace. Okay, let's review these words. Let's go. Qualities. Quality, quality. Origin, origin, okay, or origin, depending on how you do it. And what do we do with these two words? Oh, yeah, you thought you had me. Let's go. Original, original. Situation, situation. That was out of the picture. Let's go. It was out of the situation. What's going on with this situation here? I forgot about that. Situation, situation. Situate, situate. All right, go to it. And one other word that's a great synonym for the word quality is condition. What's the quality of this item? What's the condition? Is it in great condition? Is it in poor condition? Okay.